mountain of fire, Olukoya. The other man, what do you call him in Edo State? What are you doing? Is it coming to demonstrate and show clothes and fashion? What are you doing? How are you protecting these people you say you are leading? How are you protecting? What is your place? You are being political. You are playing politics. You are doing your business. You are supposed to protect these people. You are not telling them how they defend themselves. You are not supporting them to defend themselves. You are just collecting their money and channeling direct to your own private accounts. Is that part of the Christian practice? Is that part of all of you? You were listening to, you were following, you all lived, you watched, you were already elders while all these things were happening. I am a very younger person to all of you. But I lived and I knew all of this. I followed all this development. What about you that are claiming to lead these people? You have your securities, all of you. You have your securities. You go with your convoys, entourage. That means you understand and recognize human equipment and protection. But you just tell your followers that they just wait for prayers. You give them prayers, you take their money, you take the money in form of tithe and offering, in seed of faith. All this you're telling them, are they practiced by the Christ we all worship? Are they practiced by Christ that you all follow? Is there any history? Can any of you show us where Jesus was collecting tithe, was collecting offering, was collecting seed? On the rivers, Jesus was always giving out, and he even said it. Even in the book of Matthew, he told you that these things you are doing, they doesn't matter, they are not of interest. Collecting tithe, he has not come. How many times all of you who are saying, let's even just leave the pastors, you now that want to defend the pastors that are coming to attack me now, where did you see in your Bible where Jesus that they are leading you to was collecting tithes? Did you not see only where Jesus was protecting and providing for his followers? Did you not see when Jesus left, when the Christianity started, where the early Christians was providing for the followers? Are you not reading? Why are you allowing them to deceive you? Whenever it is election, they will come. As I mentioned all of this history of Islamic jihad and activities of the terrorists, which are hiding under the auspices of Islamic cooperation and their activities of Sharia, in any of this, which one did you come out to fight and condemn? It is only for some of you. You say, is he a man of God? Hey, they say, how many of these terrorists did you with your fire consume? That means you are not a man of God. Because you say, I hear you every now and then say, if I be a man of God, anyone sponsoring this terror, anyone involved in this terror, I saw you, I will say. You will always point to us the Bible where they say, don't touch my anointed, and you should not speak, don't judge, don't be judged. I will judge you because you say you are representing us.
Biafrans will not condone anybody. You will judge any fool who is in office and stealing money. They say don't judge anybody. So somebody can be a governor and steal people's salary and run away. Well, don't judge him as he's stealing your money. You come and say, oh God, but what are you doing? You say, oh, don't judge me, that you will not be judged. It's in the book. It's just like a pastor telling you about tithe. I'll touch not my anointing. You are a criminal fake pastor. They are coming to arrest you. You say, oh, touch not my anointing.
Emmanuel Iwanyo, while I am now coming bitter against him, is for those of you who listen to that very broadcast and address, you will see that Emmanuel Iwanyo was very clear and very, very cautious in hitting the nail on the head. He went as far as even denying himself of being an Igbo from his statement. It is just unfortunate some properties was collected in Lagos, and I don't want to. I was so bitter. I was so angry when I was listening to him. Igbos are not cowards. Emmanuel Iwanyo, you cannot be claiming to represent the whole of Igbo race. You cannot. Who told you? How do you become our legitimate? Legitimacy will come from the people. The people know their leader. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu Ohamadike, the prince. He's a crown prince. He is the leader of Ndi Igbo and the generality of Ndi Biafra. Just the only one person that has something that looks like the popularity of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is Mr. Gregory Peter Obi, because he is an orator. He knows how to choose his words. That is why Peter Obi is getting that, because Peter Obi is building on the established awareness created by Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. So in the absence of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, Peter Obi was beautifully, he was used closely, masterfully by the British state in trying to reduce the attention that was given to secession. Just like you have your pastors. If you are Ohaneze president, and being Ohaneze president makes you think you are the leader of Ndi Igbo, sorry, I am sorry to disappoint you. Your Ohaneze is a gathering of elders who are shameless, a gathering of elders who refuse to understand that elders are meant for saying the truth without fear nor favor. You people are disappointment to your generation. It is a very shameful thing that at your age, you see that you are 80. You are more than 80 now. I want to know, what are you afraid of again? Why is it that you cannot say, oh, now that I am close to my grave, let me amend my ways? And let me also tell you, you have a history of involvement with Otokoto. You have a history that does not allow you to represent our people as a leader. Nnamdi Kanu never come to impose himself on us any day. President Nnamdi Kanu started fighting for freedom because he represents the real interest of the oppressed people. He began to generate momentum. Why are you chasing clouds? Now coming to the central reason why we are losing lives in this part of the world. We must be heard. We must be heard. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu represents the truth. He represents the interest of the whole oppressed people in Nigeria and in Africa at large. Across all, anywhere you see a black man. In 1980s in Nigeria here, I am giving you the origin of what you are facing today, why we are losing lives in hundreds in Nigeria today daily. A group of people acknowledge the fact that if they really show their heads, their swag in jihad demonstration, they will be recognized by Islamic leaders all over the world. They began to lead a group of youths into unleashing terror. That was why you have the Kaduna riot 2000, the year 2000. The Kaduna riot, the year 2000. If you remember very vividly, this did not take less than 300 lives. Human beings. This is the one that press reported. Just immediately after the Kaduna riots, which was a Sharia law. Then we had the Bauchi riot in the year 2001. It was followed by another riot in the same year, Jos riot, 2001. Obasanjo was trying to see how he will manage this. It was unfortunate that he was made a president by the people that registered Nigeria into an Islamic statehood. So he was so powerless at that time. He was given an article as a vice, which made even the work more tasking for him. In the year 2002, if you can remember the almighty Miss World riots, Obasanjo, who was very helpless at this time because he was put in government, he was brought from prison and installed, the origin of godfatherism in Nigerian politics. He was installed by the same man and his lineage who registered Nigeria into an organization of Islamic State. And everything they did, Obasanjo neglected. He don't want to fight the powers that be. Remember, this Obasanjo was a senior colleague in the military to IBB. Now, Obasanjo, being the coward he was, we are still going. Our people who say they are representing us as Ohaneze, who say they are representing us as Yoruba elders. I am not going, let me even particularize it to the Christian leaders. I am more annoyed over the Christian leaders and their approaches to all this. But the Christian leaders, where is Adeboye in all of this? We will leave out all the young pastors who are doing the abracadabra. Those ones that are referred to as the GOs. What has been their place? Were they too young in 1980s that they don't know anything about this registration of Nigerian state? They don't know everything about, they don't know anything about the terror by the day, by the night that they're reading in the Bible as it is manifested in their time. Because we are taking a religion from the perspective that we just base everything on the stories of thousands of years ago. In our day, it is happening to our very eyes, before our very eyes. Oyadepo, where are you in all of this? I am not, okay, I will include you. The man in Port Harcourt, David Ibuyeme, what have you said in all of this? What do you call him? Olukoya? Olukoya, where are you? Deeper Life, Kumuyi, where are you? What have been your own take? How have you scolded the government? The Christianity you are saying you are leading us in, is your silence Christian? Is it a part of Christian practice for things to be spoiling, and as a Christian leader you keep quiet? The people that you are taking their offering and taking their tithe, even when it is also another thing that is antichrist as a practice. It is antichrist, in case you don't know. All these ones they are telling you are paying tithe, sowing your seed, doing this one. It is antichrist. There was tithe. Tithe was, it predates Christianity. This tithe predates Christianity. It came before Christian practice. People have always communicated with God, worshipped God, interacted and related very well with God without Christianity. But Christianity came down to shape this relationship in another dimension, which does not go to say that when you are worshiping God in your own traditional way, as much as you are not taking evil, that you are an evil man.